Hello, my name's Eddie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This film's going to be a little bit different. For the past few weeks, I've not really had a sort of one project thing that I've been working on. I've not really been able to get out into my shed and do stuff, or out into the workshop. So it's a bit of a compilation video of a few different things that I've done. And I think I'm going to do more of this kind of thing because not everything is worth a sort of a series of videos. So I end up not filming things that actually afterwards I think, oh, that might have been quite interesting. So the first thing I did was go to the Bicester Heritage Scramble at the beginning of October, which is a cool event where people sort of all go and meet at this. I think it's an old airfield where there's lots of engineering workshops and companies basically devoted to preservation of classic cars and racing and things like that. So here's some footage of that. So yeah, to explain further, it's an old airfield, and all of the old buildings, and I think a few new ones, have been sort of turned into this sort of thing where there's car workshops, or I think there's a bar. As long as it's sort of automotive and vintage, then that's what they have. And dogs.
It sounds incredible. I'll have a look on yeah, but this is number 12. To start. I'm going to grab a coffee on the way.
To be honest, I enjoyed the architecture as much as anything else. The cars are obviously brilliant as well. This was my favourite car. It was a 1921 Ford Model T, which is for sale. I love the interior, and I love the petrol filler cap right in the dashboard. I think that's quite cool, quite practical. The second thing I did was I was invited to go and sort of pick around at someone's small holding. They've just bought it and they're doing it up to live in. And there's loads of sheds there full of bits and pieces. So I went and had a look around there, and here's some footage of that. I'm here today in quite an interesting and secret location. This is quite near me, and it's basically an old small holding. It's been in the same family since before the Second World War, and it's just been sold. So a lot of these sheds are full of stuff, and they're kind of surplus to requirements. So I asked if I could come and have a look round, and they said yes. So I'm going to see if I can find anything interesting. One of the first things that is extremely interesting are the actual sheds themselves. This corrugated iron shed here, to me, is lovely. There's an old pigsty here. There's a caravan over there that looks quite interesting. Let's see what we got in here. Apple boxes and an old scythe. Oh, door's closing on me. There's new cylinders. Old picture. Right, I'm in a pigsty, I think. No offence, it's not a pigsty. Obviously, I think those are from a grey Fergie. Just on that basis. So they obviously have a little tractor down here somewhere. I expect that might have been sold. That old tank looks interesting. Let's go around there. That's a lovely old tank. When you're looking around sheds like this, you've always got to check the corners. More pictures. Wow. That Castrol tin. These are... So the roofs of these sheds are asbestos, but the sides are made out of normal corrugated iron. And I'm, not a founding member, but a very early member of the Corrugated Iron Appreciation Society. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Apparently this is the old workshop and it's not been touched, so let's have a look at that. Right. Oh yeah. Might be here for a while. Look at that. Is it a caravan? I think it might be like a sort of a works van or like a living van. I don't know. This is obviously the back of it. I'm going to have to go in here, get my feet wet. Ooh. Yeah. Here's the old, look up. Yeah, I think it's like a sort of living van. That's a caravan. Corrugated iron. Oh. Are these rabbit hutches or something? Might be. Maybe they bred rabbits. It was insulated, the shed. What's in here? Oh yeah, more animals. So I think they did a bit of everything. Some apple trees. Here's what I actually ended up coming away with. Quite a few cans. Really, I just picked through anything that took my fancy. Old tools, cans, and some cycle lamps. Some all just vintage stuff that I thought looked nice. There were 2 toolboxes there, which had quite a lot of stuff in. And that's all of it. So I'm a bit of a collector of this kind of thing. Here are the 2 toolboxes. These were going to just be thrown away, as was everything that I picked through. Over the years, I've built up quite a lot of cans, vintage cans, signs and things like that. As you can see here, this is some of my collection. It's all just random bits and pieces, really. Some from auctions, some from auto jumbles, and a few from eBay, actually. I thought I would clean up these 2 new cans I've got, so let's have a look. And the third thing is, my partner Kate is a bit of a seamstress, and she offered to help me make a new tool roll for my tools. I have a little sort of travelling toolkit that goes with me to sort of shows. I think it's just a few spanners and bits and pieces. So the tool roll I had was really, it was too small for it really. So I wanted a slightly better one, and we didn't have a pattern or anything. We just sort of made it up as we went, and that turned out fairly well. So I hope you enjoy the footage of that. Here's the original tool roll, a bit too full. And this is the material that we're going to be making the new tool roll out of. It's a pre-waxed canvas. So the way we made it was we just folded up the seams and sewed them up, and then we measured roughly how deep we wanted the pockets to be, and then folded it over, as you can see here. And then after that, we sort of measured how wide we wanted the pockets to be, and then I just sewed seams between the pockets. This is a spanner clip I made. It's a copy of an old-fashioned one. Just keeps them all together nicely. And here I am sewing the pockets really slowly. Just a tiny bit past it. It's a bit rudimentary, but it's better than the one I had, and I quite like it. There's room to put more tools in there, but there's still a few more bits to do actually. I wanted to put some eyelets that I could pull a rope through to keep it all tight together, so I put 2 in.
Perfect.
I've put these eyelets in the top corners, so now it can be screwed to the wall if it's got tools in it, or it can just be used normal. And then in these pockets I can pull a rope through there, or a string either end, and I can tie it up when it's rolled up. I've just got to find a good bit of rope to do that with. So now I'm going to put all the tools away. No, you can't see that clearly, but I've got the tools in there. Got spanners. Cool. Right, fold it up. Yeah. There's a lot more room in there. It would be nice to get a small hammer in with this. Oh, that kind of lines up, you know. Not intentionally. That is really good.
Perfect.
It's weird, it's funny, it's like more compact, even though there's way more material than in the Soviet one.
Because they can spread out more.
Yeah. This one, I'm still going to use this one.
Mm.
I think this probably was a motorbike kit. I don't know. But we've improved on it. Thanks very much for watching this film. I appreciate it is a little bit different. I'm going to be back soon over the next few weeks with some more normal Land Rover stuff, cycle car stuff, and little tractor stuff. So please stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.